Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to learn how to play the Nakhmanson Gambit. The Nakhmanson Gambit is so hard for me to pronounce. I'm not even sure if I can pronounce it correctly, but it's such a great opening. Like you just dominate your opponent, and if you place correctly, then it's a draw. Today we're going to look at every single line, so this will be a super long video, but I also make a course on it. I have been making a course on it that's breaking down into multiple different videos. With that note, let's get started. And also, by the way, I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry that they haven't posted in a while. Please subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos just like this. And so the intro to the Nakhmanson Gambit starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, d4, e takes d4. Let me turn off this computer, it's annoying. E takes d4, castle, knight takes e4, and knight c3, d takes c3, bishop takes f7. This looks like a weird, wild opening. Like, who in the world would play this? Like, this doesn't make any sense. But once we look at the lines, it actually starts to make a lot of sense. And for me, I try every single game as white to get into the Nakhmanson Gambit since I learned it, which was just this year. Anyway, so yeah, the multiple different lines. We're first going to look at the king e8 line. So it goes like king e8, rook e1, bishop e7, rook takes e4, d6, bishop g5. You want to apply pressure over here. Rook f8, and now you want to apply more pressure over here. Rook f7, and bishop takes g7. Now knight takes e7, knight g5. You want to attack here. I did this analysis with some computer help, so I don't know all these ideas because 100% like, but anyway, I know them well enough. Rook f5, queen g8, king d7, rook e7 check, and then now queen takes e7, rook takes e7, king takes e7, queen takes g7, king d8, and after some moves, now you get this. Over here, if he plays king e7, you just went like this way. Over here, if he plays bishop d7, then you get to play h4, rook c5, queen f6, king e8, queen h8, king e7, and queen takes rook. Over here, he has some moves. So after rook e7, and after the bishop takes e7, you could take with the rook, and rook takes e7, knight takes e7, queen g8, queen d7, knight e5, and you win. After here and here, then you get to play this, and yeah, I don't know why that's hard. Oh yeah, because the not developed, and you have so many pawns. Like it's hard for black to do anything. I think this is like plus 2.5. Anyway, you could check it yourself. There's also king f8. This is here. I think. I don't know why there's no move. I think take. Let me check this with the computer. Yeah. Oh, well, where was it? Where was it? Take. Rook f4. 4. Queen g5, b4, queen d7. It's really hard to play. I'll just show. I want to look at all different. I think this is, I mean, like for this line for. So yeah. So after rook takes e4, he has rook, queen h5, g6, queen takes h7, d6, queen takes, and yeah. After here, you have this. Okay, so now we're up to this part. So we're back here, and knight d7, rook takes e4, c6, queen h5, g6, queen e5, attacking this rook too. And I don't know why it's zipping through. Queen d6, g5, bishop takes. So you're just trying to put as much pressure as you can here. So what the? Okay. So rook g6, bishop f6, king f7, knight check. You win the rook, and yeah. This doesn't really look so well. I think this is like plus 2.7 for white. Rook takes g5, and isn't looking so good. Okay, so now we have d6. Rook takes e4, bishop b7, bishop g5, rook b2, and we want to get the rook lift. Now we bring the rook over to pin him, and after h6, knight h4, knight e5. Now you can take and check him and win some pieces, juicy pieces. Alright, that's it for this line. Now let's go to the king e7 line. This is pretty quick. And now you could just take and mate. If here you win the queen. Okay. So this is the king f6 line, the best line, arguably. So king f6, rook e1, and now you're threatening this stuff. And knight e7. Now you take the knight, king f7, bishop g5, d5, queen f4, and king g8. Now you're just putting more pressure on this knight, and now he moves the knight, and you have your almost material back. This is, I would say, better. For white, like this pawn is weak, this king is not that great. You have rook coming down here, this bishop can bring around when that pawn, and after that you'll be even the material. You have that rook coming down, like I said, and it'll be on the 7th rank. This king really has to play king f7, and you win this pawn. Possibly you could just do lots of stuff. You could probably play here too. There's so much stuff you could play here. Okay, this is another one. So after here, if he does not take the knight, which most of the time he will, he plays his d5, then you can just take this pawn. And after takes, I think you're okay, you're not even the material, but after here, like, you're just attacking him, and this rook is going to come over. A lot of stuff is just going to be on the attack. You could even just take there. For a matter of fact. This is just overwhelming. Okay, over here, knight takes c3. You just take and triple the isolated pawns. Like, nobody wants that. Like, okay, this is pretty much a draw. You take this queen, you take this pawn, and it's a draw. These lines are sometimes going to be slightly better for black, but it's going to be a draw, and pretty much these lines, although it's really hard to play for black. Like, who would not take that knight? Who would not take that knight? Okay, so over here, bishop b4, you can just take and bring this over. You're threatening this. If he takes, then you take, threaten this, etc. Over here, bishop d6, you have this. And this after here is a draw. Yeah, so he wants to move the f8 bishop, but he really can't. That's why he plays f6. Actually didn't read that note, so that's why I just read it. Okay, next one. This one is quite a big line. If he takes with a knight, you have b takes, d5, bishop b5, bishop b7, then you can take, bring this up, and this is going to be a draw. Though I would prefer black here. I think our rest would prefer black, but if the major pieces on the board, it's really drawish. Okay, so d takes c3, rook e1, bishop e7, knight g5, castles, and this is just like, this is completely running. And yeah, I think after takes, yeah, mate, after rook takes, and this is just bad. If you take and he takes, then you have mate. Just wanted to make that clear. Also, bishop takes. Do we have to look at this? Okay. If it's, yeah, okay. Last line, guys. So e4, e5, knight 3, knight e6, bishop c4, knight f6, d4, e takes d4, castles. Oh, we already know this. So knight d6. This is like the strongest reply for black. And queen e2, bishop e7, knight d5. Now knight here, and this could be hard to play. And this is going to be a draw. Bishop of opposite colors. I don't think we really need to look much into this. So over here, he could play d6, but you're just winning, I believe. Oh no, this is a draw. Very funny draw. Yeah, so then there's... Oh, yeah. So castles, knight c6, pawn takes c6, rook b8, and then you just up a pawn. Okay. Now we have castles, bishop f4, rook e8, queen d3, and bishop f6, rook fe1, rook e6, and now you take, and this is not really looking so well, not really looking so hot. Like, you have to exchange for 2 pawns. I would take white here. After here, you also have this, which in this case you have this. And even though this looks good for white, it's a draw because you're just going to recapture those 2 pawns. And yeah. Okay. Last variation, guys. Okay, so queen e7, queen d3, queen knight takes, queen takes, d6, knight d5, bishop e6, rook e1, queen d7, and bishop g6. Now h6, bishop takes f6. I don't know why there isn't a takes sign over here. That's actually kind of surprising. Rook e6, and you win. And after here, then you can just take. And if I'm correct, this is better for white. I mean, it's your taste, but like 3 Pawn Islands, I don't really like that. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more awesome chess videos like this, and see you guys next time.